guys, me-ho Super Sorrow, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's the Frankenstein's monster, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael. And I am really excited to be opening this one. It's another one of the Turtles monsters. You guys know I'm a big fan of Universal Monsters. I also love the Turtles, so this is a great crossover line. As I said in the last video, which was our Michelangelo review as the Mummy, I explained that I did enjoy these toys back in the day. I think it was like the 90s. Or the late 80s when they did the Universal Monsters line for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or at least a Monsters version of them. I think it was like Raphael was like a vampire. I had that one back in the day. And I'm pretty sure Raphael was the Mummy, if I remember rightly back then. But it was some years ago, so I may be wrong on that. And I'm pretty sure we've had April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein once before. But either way, these are awesome recreations of those kind of figures, sort of like reimaginings. And obviously NECA do have the rights right now to make Universal Monsters products as they're making the Universal Monsters line. So I'm very excited to have this. On the on the side of the box, you can see all the different characters that are currently available. There's a nice spine sort of image there with the Monsters logos on it. And on the back, it's like an old school, what do you call it? It's like an old school poster. And it says on it, "It's alive! Raphael is Frankenstein's monster. He's been shell-shocked. See a terrifying turtle with attitude. Pure terror from the sewers. Beware his shocking size. Warning, the monster is on the loose." Let's break him out of the packaging and take a closer look at this awesome Raphael. As you guys know, I did have this one a while back, and I wasn't convinced on the line at the time, as it was the first one out, and the rest of them were kind of just not really announced yet, and I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to get all 4 turtles, and so I kind of gave up on the line. But as I started refreshing my collection and going through it, I was kind of like, I had like the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I wasn't overly bothered for them, if that makes sense. The movie Turtles don't hold overly much nostalgia to me. I like the Saturday morning cartoon Turtles. But when I saw these, as you guys know, I'm a big Universal Monsters fan. Love the old school monster movies. So I kind of, when I refreshed my display and stuff, I was like, yeah, I have room for these. I'd rather have these than the regular NECA Mutant Turtles. So that is the path I've gone down now. What is going on? What is holding that in? Oh, they've put some around the hands as well. Clever. It's alive! It's alive! Free him! Jesus! How many little rope ties? NECA do love the stupid little plastic rope ties. Okay, so we have Raphael. He's covered in chains, which is cool. He's got a big chain wrapped around his middle, which then goes all the way around the back. The legs on Raphael are a little bit looser than I would like, but it's the face on it is pretty cool. There's only the one face sculpt for this one. I haven't included any additional sort of face sculpts or anything, so this is the face that we're dealing with. He's got like a little timer on his back as well, which is nice, and he's got a sewer's grate there, part of the shell. Yeah, it's okay. It's not really made up of many parts, but you get the gist of what they're trying to get at here. The figure itself, though, is very nice. Again, he's got the size and stuff, but what I said in my last video, I'm still sticking with, that this is like a Universal monster. He doesn't need weapons, but at least there's a place to store them on this one. On the Michelangelo, there was nowhere to really store his weapons. Or at least on this one, you kind of do have the front. To kind of Oh no, that's going to loosen the chain. Okay, no, maybe not. Okay, I did that and it kind of loosened the chain. I don't like the fact that it's done that. Okay, I'll put that back. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone then. Okay, maybe not. There is two little things at the front which I assumed were to put the things that are the sides to, which I'm sure they are. But when I did that, it made the chain sort of look like a bit like come down, and I want the chain to remain where it is. I don't really want the chain to start unraveling. But it's a very nice figure, so I think what's going to be best is I'm going to take you guys down to the desk cam so you guys can see what I'm doing down here, see what I'm looking at. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Yeah, so you can see from the artist render on the box, it should do that, but when I did it, the chain seems to be in the way all the time, and I don't want to loosen the chain. And the chain is shown as being up here on the thing on there, but there's like not enough room, and it keeps falling down. Look, there isn't enough room, in my opinion, because this chain keeps falling down. I don't like that. It feels quite loose. Bit loosey-goosey. I'm going to attach that chain up there like that. Yeah, that might hold it up a bit better. But yeah, that's meant to be, like, they're showing that as having room to put the blade in. But as soon as I do it, it sticks up really high. And I'm not a fan of that. Like I said with Michelangelo, I'm not really bothered for the weapons on these turtles, because like I say, they are universal monsters. They don't need weapons. So I'm tempted to keep the weapons to one side for now. He does come with alternate hands, but like I said on the last video, these are just generic hands. So you've got another set of closed fisticuffed hands, just like the last one, and the grab hands, just like the last turtle. That's just so they can hold the weapons and things like that, but I don't think I'm going to display him with the weapons. He's come naturally with the three-fingered, posed hands, which are the ones from all the artist renderings. It's, the traditional monster hands out, brrr, moaning and groaning as he roams the laboratory. Brrr. Frankenstein is on the loose. So that's where I'm going to be keeping those hands on. The turtle itself is very well designed, though. The legs are a little bit loose on mine than I would have liked, but to be fair, he's going to be stood on a shelf. He does have display peg holes if I do have any issues. I can always get a display base from NECA to use. The head's on ball joints. You can gain some poses, some nice poses, move left and right and stuff. There's the back of the turtle's bandana there. On the back, there's some like grate pieces and things like that. So they've kind of added sewer parts to Raphael to turn him into this version of Frankenstein. So that's pretty cool. And he does have big platform shoes, which is reminiscent of the original monster movies. Because obviously back in the day, I think it was Boris Karloff had the big platform shoes on to give him that extra height. Not that he needed it, he was a big dude anyway. But yeah, they gave him those extra platforms to make him extra tall in the movie. But all in all, another great monster to add to the Universal Monsters Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. And we've just got Leonardo to go now. Donatello is yet to come out here in the UK, but I will be getting him as soon as he comes out. But guys, what are your thoughts on Raphael as Frankenstein? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm going to go unite him on the shelf with Michelangelo now. And just thank you all very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Zorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, may the force be with you. Bye!